go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm not wearing any clothes.
Oh,
We can't go live.
The process has already begun. There's no stopping it.
Oh no, I'm naked, everybody.
The train is barreling towards the orphanage. Why did they build it on the tracks?
I get it.
It's a fact. 90% of orphanages are built on train tracks.
Exactly. We're like the first ones here. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's weird.
We're always the first people to the stream.
Often, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Cyanide and Happiness did a fun gag where they put out a thing, the classic the railroad track thought experiment where you like would you kill one guy to save a bunch of guys who are all tied up on the tracks, and they made it a whole skit, and then they let the internet decide. And so it's like, do we crush the puppy or the first graders? Do we crush the grandma or the panda bear? And then they animated it into a full skit of the engineer just running over everybody and complaining about the choices of the audience.
Oh, they're so much fun.
Oh yeah, yes,
They really are.
The Rybot, good evening, good sir. Dr. Whom 1023, I bit my soul on rock and roll. Verscona, evening guys, Nathan Robinson, hi guys. Lucky Bet, ooh, Kelder, Kyle, Sean, good day. ZWQ, yo, how we doing? ZWQ, have you played your first game of Kill Team 21 yet? Because if not, I think we're going to have to politely ask you to leave.
Maybe not so politely.
I have a glass of tea. And I'm double bagging it. I need the caffeine.
Oh, I double bag it every day. More ways than one.
You're saying you're teabagging all day, all night?
I usually don't teabag at night. I usually have that be a kind of a daytime activity because I'm a coward. Daytime activity. Sometimes afternoon if I'm feeling a little spicy. But usually like to keep it towards the morning.
Mm-hmm. CWQ, I have not, and I'll go on, not because I was asked to, because I have to unfold laundry. Wait, have to fold laundry. Folding laundry. I've mostly given up on folding laundry. I hang up my shirts, and I just shove like my t-shirts and socks and underwear into a drawer.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think that's... I don't know. My mom always did the folding the sock thing, right? And so obviously when I started doing my own laundry, I was doing that too. And then as I became an adult, I was like, why do I do this? And I told my mom that I stopped, and she's like, I know it's dumb. And I'm like, yeah, but you do it. And apparently it's because of my dad. My dad likes that and does that. Yeah, that's what I learned.
He likes to grab just a sock bundle as opposed to... I think
so, yeah.
I mean, I only wear one type of sock, so it's fine just to have a big...
Yeah.
A big drawer of socks.
So does my dad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. And I think it's just like a... one of the jobs that my grandma had growing up, or when my dad was growing up, was she did housekeeping and stuff, and so she would do laundry, and so that's how like rich people like their socks done. And so she started doing that just for herself and for her family, and so I think that's why it's like he likes that. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a waste of time.
Laundry discussions are what people keep coming back for, I feel.
Exactly. Better believe it.
Ryan Fitz, darn you, Jay. I'm painting other minis, and now I want a tiny Thunderhawk gunship. It's fun. It's a fun little tiny Thunderhawk gunship. Kelsroke, my local ultra hobby store, still has Kill Team Octeris as of a few weeks ago. Should I pick one up? If you want one. If you want to run or Commandos or Kriegers. Although I think you can if you're not interested in the orky terrain, I think you can pretty soon you'll be able to pick up the Kill Team starter set, which is going to come with everything you need minus some of the terrain.
Maybe I'll do it now.
Maybe I'll do it now. So if you're just interested in the teams, I'd probably go that route. I think it also doesn't come with the cards. I mean, it comes with the mini rulebook, which has the cards in it. But it is nice to have the physical cards.
It is nice. Although, you know, if you keep playing those teams, you could just take photocopies of those cards.
Yeah.
And just have that.
ZWiki tips, because I have to unfold laundry. It's a frustratingly better response.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier, hey Jay, I'm painting Marnius Calgar at the moment. Do you have any tips? Yes, I would say paint him blue.
Or orange.
Yeah, or orange. Varskona, socks or foot prisons? I agree. Sumi Kalja, what do the orcs eat and drink besides littler orcs? I think they eat whatever they want.
Poop.
Whatever they want.
That's also the kind of hard-hitting discussions that you get on the EonsOfBattle streams.
Yeah. Lucky Bat, I have a friend who stuffs one sock into the other sock, like fully into the sock, not just the little flipped two-sock bundle.
Yeah. That's a little aggressive, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you probably don't associate with that person anymore.
Yeah. I would not say friend. Yeah. Frozen Throg. No sandals without socks. Facts. That's a absolute fact.
I like a good socks and sandals. My sandals fell apart though. Hmm. God, I remember one time during a show, I was doing costumes and running the show, and I was on my feet for like every second of the entire day, and so I literally in between prepping the show and the show starting, I ran to Walgreens and then bought gel inserts just so that I could keep going. And I remember I walked out into the parking lot and I unpackaged them and I used my pocket knife to cut them to size and then put them in my sandals. Yeah, it was a fun couple of weeks. Kick the Bandit, I'm on repair weld duty today. The other shop just has a welder that only welds with porosity. Ugh! Do you have to grind it all down? God, I remember having to do stuff like that. What gauge are you welding on? I hope it's not a half inch. How does he get porosity? Is he running really close to his air ventilation, or I don't know, does he just not know what he's doing with 60-10 sticks?
Yeah, he's using 1040s.
Mm-hmm. Alfarius tips. I'm about to start putting together my Primaris Intercessors. I'm going to try to do all of my remaining models in a week. I need advice for trying that. Keep on going. Maybe do a couple at a time, 3 at a time. I know some people like to clip everything off the sprue, put it into little piles and go like that. I find I like breaking things into smaller steps.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of smaller steps, I need to find my pigments.
Did you try to find him up your butt? It's funny because he's not listening. Daniel Bear. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that Nick's here. Yeah. I might be here. I very, very might be here. Chris, I'm welding poorly right now. Me too. It's very bad. Very bad. Oh. Jeez, you come back and then you just scream at us?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. There we go. My stream, my chat was all weird. Ah. Go into the chat. Thank you.
Ooh, Justin S. Tips. I just put Crusader helm on the Templar's champion, and it looks kissy face. Yeah, I really want to get because the Black Templar upgrade sprue comes with the Executioner's sword that the Justicar uses, and so I want to build another Justicar so that I can have him be a little bit more Black Templar-y, and then I'll have 2 Justicars to add to my Chaplain collection.
Celtic Nord. Tips. Put my Tallard boys in the critique chat. I'm super proud of how they turned out.
Damn, we're getting some money today. We're gonna be able to afford food.
Ooh, and another one from Celtic Nord. I wonder what other guys besides my Tallard I should do next. Any suggestions?
What do you have besides Tallard? Because I mean, if I'm saying what you should buy, I mean, obviously, you know, the full size Thunderhawk gunship, maybe a Warlord Titan.
Yeah.
Maybe one of each combat patrol box.
Yeah, you might not want to ask Jay what to buy.
You know what? If you want like
pricey.
a fun, affordable purchase, I would definitely say the Glaive Wraith Stalker box from Age of Sigmar is wonderful. $15, hopefully still $15 for 4 lovely miniatures. Another good option is the Blackstone Fortress Cultists, $25 for 8 glorious little cultist models. They look awesome.
Till you die from it. Knick knack paddywhack. You're stealing that joke from Lucky Bat? Lucky Bat came up with that a while ago. Celtic Nord tips. To answer your question, to what I have, yes.
Well, in that case, I think you should paint your collection of vintage out-of-production Slan models. Just an S-Tips. J, buy a Capital Imperialis. Imperialis. What's a Capital Imperialis? Is that old Forge World thing? It was like a brick that you could put into your... Oh, I get it. It's... Oh, a bunch of... Somebody on Facebook, this was popping into my feed today. Somebody else is building one of these. Yeah, I'll get right on that. It's like the biggest vehicle that's ever existed for Imperial Guard. Honestly, it looks like it's made out of an old PC case. Juran Shay, I love big bugs and I cannot deny. What loadout should I rock on an all warriors NID kill team? I don't know. You definitely should take. You're allowed to take one of the big guns, so definitely take one of the big guns. Honestly, I don't think you can go too wrong with the warriors. Just make sure that each one has a ranged weapon and a good close combat weapon. I guess that's as specific as I could be right this second. Maybe I'll take a little peek at the rules in just 1 second. I gotta get these I got to get these pigments on and then let them dry for a little bit.
Until you die from it, tips. Top chat, let's go.
Woo!
Damn, appreciate it, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we were about to stop doing the streams, but I guess I guess we don't have to now.
Yeah, wow. Amazing.
Really like pigments. They're a lot like washes, although they behave completely differently. But it's just an easy thing you can do that will really heighten your models. Pro tip: don't sneeze into the pigments. Sneezing into the pigments is a lot like knocking over a wash. Same kind of problem.
Yeah. Sneeze.
Katie Roth, Jay, do you have a video on how you build models so fast? I feel like I take so long prepping models for paints, and you rip out so many models. Oh, it's not fast. I just put in way more time. I'm a very slow model builder. I have a video on how I build models. In that video, I demonstrate building a bunch of orc knobs. I don't remember what that video is called, but that's exactly how I build models. Yeah, and the way I do them fast is I just throw infinite time at it. It is my job, too, so...
Yeah, that helps. Certainly. Sean, snort your pigment and blow on model for abstract effect.
You know what? That would do something.
Not a bad idea. Yep, especially to your insides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll give your lungs a nice weathered, well-worn look.
Mm-hmm. Till you die from it. Three-legged cats are the best. Are you taking legs off of cats?
Because you can buy different breeds of cats. Now all of a sudden you can buy them with different numbers of appendages.
That'd be kind of fun. There was somebody that I knew that did have a three-legged cat, and it was it would run around and do all the things that cats do. It's very cute.
Logan, advice on thinning paints properly. The people on the server said that my models look like my paints weren't thinned that well. I have a video called how to thin your paints in 2 minutes. But yeah, you can thin your paints a lot more than you'd think. The mantra 2 thin coats is kind of all about thinning your paints really well. I know I'm always blown away by like painters like Zumakito, who's a great YouTuber, because he paints with an unbelievable number of layers, and whenever he paints 3D prints, even at the very end of the project, after primer and 50 coats of paint and a varnish and everything, you can still see every layer line of the print.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can really go ham thinning your paints.
Yeah. I love ham. VJ95 tips. Tip for the tip you gave me. My models look better now. Before and after pics and Patreon only.
Yeah.
There you go.
What VJ95 is talking about is if you join the Patreon, and you submit
yeah.
your models to EOB Critique, we will make a video looking at your models, critiquing them, gushing over them, and giving you some tips on what you could possibly do to make them better.
Exactly. And the next episode is coming out tomorrow of that show. It's always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a Patreon-only live stream after this live stream at 10 o'clock, which is also fun. And you can call in on Discord and chat with us live on the air. There's just a big old room full of dweebs talking.
Mm-hmm.
Brick in the head tips. By accepting this money, you are contractually obligated to use it to buy Taco Bell only.
Where were you a couple of hours ago? No, I actually didn't get Taco Bell. I didn't want to go out, but I'll go out. I'll go get Taco Bell tomorrow. I promise.
There you go. Well, what are you gonna get for $2.50?
Baja Blast. I need to get Baja Blasted.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Baja Blasted.
Baja Blasted in the ass. I like a Baja Blast. It's the best Mountain Dew.
Me too. Yeah.
The only other good Mountain Dew is Normal.
Normal Dew.
Normal Dew. Although I'm excited about this alcoholic Dew.
Oh.
Alcoholic Baja Blast.
I agree.
Penguin Gaming, Primaris Grey Knights when? Probably not for a while, considering they just got a new codex without Primaris Grey Knights in it, unfortunately. Although there's nothing stopping you from putting your Grey Knight bits onto Primaris bodies. That's what I'm going to do when I build my Grey Knight kill team.
I think Games Workshop is going to stop you.
That's true.
They're
That's
not
true.
going to allow you to have any fun.
Yeah, I have to keep dodging their black suits.
Alfarius tips. Don't be disrespecting my Code Red Mountain Dew.
Code Red is fine. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's very good.
Why do you hate it?
Till you die from it, I really like your orange undercoat on the recent goblins. Yeah, that turned out super, super nice. I can't wait to try some more undercoats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people really love those goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's +1 for goblins, +2 for just a fun undercoat that really spiced them up. And that that shot at the end that had the one with the orange and the one with just white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that really showed off what it could do.
What it could Mountain do.
Mm-hmm. Baja Blast. Jason M, did you see Games Workshop put up an animation on YouTube?
I saw it exists. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet.
Me
I'm
either.
excited though. It looks neat. It's nice that they're gonna still put things out on YouTube every now and then.
Yes. You know, maybe they should do that more often.
Yeah, or only.
Just dissolve Warhammer Plus, a series, a service that makes money.
Yeah, I mean they won't. They probably shouldn't, but I hope they do.
Yeah, I think they're not going to.
Mm-hmm.
It's my
It's your hunch.
That's my predicting. Yeah, that's my prediction for the whole thing.
till you die from it. Mount and do me. I get it.
I don't get it. What? Why is that funny?
Because it's the Mountain Dew. But it's like like a TV mount, like how you put it on the wall.
It's because of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I get it. I was confused. Brick in the head, you'll be rocking that insider knowledge of the future of Warhammer Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they send us
Let's
emails.
just say that.
They put everything by us, which is sorry about those price hikes. Yeah, that was RB. Gonna have to take the L on that one.
Mm-hmm. Just saving it for that pizza party. Can't wait. I got my dress all ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Alexander Tardif just picked up the hobby again after a 6 to 7 year hiatus. Discovering your channel has been a blast. Keep up the good work, friends. Woo! That's what we do. That's what we mountain do. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's actually too easy.
It is.
Man.
George Gajardo, Jay, could you recommend a good purple acrylic? My Army Painter bottles are super watery. Basically, they are washes. I really like my P3 purple. It's called...
Purple. Did I get it?
Beaten purple. But it's just it's good.
Ooh.
It's a good, like, Barney the Dinosaur purple.
It really is. That is exactly the flavor of purple.
I think P3 is moving to droppers, which is nice. Penguin Gaming, what's your favorite character in the lore of 40k? Mine is Commissar Yarrick. I really like a lot of the Necron characters. I think my favorite is probably Trazine the Infinite. My favorite book is The Infinite and the Divine, which is all about Oricon the Diviner and Trazine the Infinite. Just basically going on a road trip together.
Adorable.
Here, McGill, seems like a lot of Army Painter paints don't need thinning, or if you thin them, they separate. Army Painter paints need a lot of thinning. They're basically the same consistency as Games Workshop paints. They're goopy.
Me too right now.
Brigadier, Jay and Nick, do either of you guys play D&D?
No.
No. Looks kind of neat, but we don't have friends, so.
Yes. Although, maybe one day we'll have to play with Ben.
That's
Ben
true.
Used to do,
That's true.
Used to be a DM.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I love the meme of the nerd who's like, oh, that's cute. She's in your DMs. I am her DM. So I just demonstrated putting on pigments dry, or putting on pigments wets. And now I'm going to be putting on pigments dry. This is going to make a big old mess. But I'm basically pushing, basically I'm putting on makeup. I'm using a little brush and I'm pushing the pigments into the micro cracks and crevices in the sand and paint at the base. And it'll stick.
But won't it all come off?
If you wipe it with a wet wipe vigorously, a lot of it'll come off.
Oh.
So, pro tip, don't. Yeah, if you have an astringent soaked rag, you'll be able to get some of it off. Alfarius, if you want to play D&D LDM, that's okay. We're busy. We're really busy. Especially right now, we got big things in the works. Physically, big things.
physically big. In a couple of different dimensions, actually.
Some of them are huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit much. It's gonna be a crazy couple months.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why I should have gotten my glass plate out, because I'm basically killing this piece of gray foam. I like working on a piece of glass.
Yeah.
They're really easy to clean.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little Windex. In my defense, though, I was lazy.
Oh, that is allowed.
Sebastian Deckman, hey Jay, big fan of the content. Glad to be here. One of my first streams. Quick question: Where do you buy your black and white paints? I love talking about my black and white paints because I have very specific. Where is it at? Oh, it's right here. It's in front of me. Okay. So for black and white paint, I've used a lot of different companies' black and white paints, and a lot of it was really bad, like Games Workshop and Vallejo. Army Painter is okay, but what I really like is this stuff. Liquitex Professional Heavy Body Acrylic Titanium White. This big old tube has lasted me like 6 months, maybe more, and it's gonna last me, a year or two. And it's great and wonderful. And for black, surprisingly enough, this cheap bottle of Apple Barrel Indoor Outdoor Multi-Surface 2198 5E Black is excellent. For like 80 cents, you can get this. A lifetime supply of black paint. It's awesome. So yeah, I would suggest anybody buy these and just have them. And then you will have all of the black and white you'll ever need. Which is good, because you're probably going to need these colors in every project you ever do. And I just put my arm in the pigment powder that I just mixed up.
Yeah. It's about right. George Gujardo, P3 Purple is out of stock at Miniature Market, of course, but thanks for the recommendation. Sometimes you can order P3 paints from eBay. That's what I've done. And oftentimes it's just a, because I know a lot of people are like, why would you buy paints from eBay? They're probably used or whatever. Sometimes you can buy the paints from like a hobby store that just so happens to have an eBay store.
Mm-hmm.
And that works out pretty well. Although I'm sure that they do open and spit in every paint, but what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're gonna get that from every manufacturer. That's just the industry standard.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to know what Games Workshop does to their paint, and that's why it's that expensive.
Dr. Adventure, I'm thinking about kit bashing some Catachan Rough Riders, but I'm not sure what they'd ride. I'm thinking about either giant spiders, giant lizards, or giant wolves. Ooh, something that would be really, really cool and really hard. Tigers. That would be really cool. Hard to acquire, hard to paint, but I think it'd be definitely be worth looking into.
Oh yeah.
Classic jungle animal. Sean, no wonder I couldn't find Apple Barrel paints. I was searching for Cracker Barrel. Found a lot of cheese.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna apologize to everyone listening to this stream. I'm not gonna apologize. Screw you guys. I think it's funny. And everyone that doesn't think it's funny, you're lame. Lame. That's what I think.
I'm rubbing Cheeto dust on these orc bases.
Yeah, you are. Delicious. Brick in the head. Burps like a symphony.
Need a conductor.
Mm-hmm. Captain Howdy 91. Dinosaurs. Make them ride dinosaurs.
It'd be cool.
Jason M. I really like these streams, but do you guys have to be pigs and burp all the time?
Ah, classic. Classic.
Yes.
So what I do with these, so now these bases are dusty, right? So now I take them and I give them a little blowy. I blow the excess pigments off.
Yeah, you do.
I really make a job of it, just to blow them off.
This is a very serious dream.
Believe it or not, we're not in high school. We're adults who pay taxes.
Oh God.
And so now I take a brush. I'm using one of these big spade brushes, and it's saturated with water, but it's not holding a lot of water. And I just rub this on the model, and the pigments are very, very dry, so they're gonna suck the water. They're gonna suck up the water, and it's gonna help bind them onto the base, and it's going to take the pigments off of the raised areas. And so now they've kind of vanished a little bit, but once they dry, it should look really, really nice and be permanent.
Jason M. Paying taxes on minis doesn't make you an adult. You know? Not wrong. Hard to disagree with. Brick in the head. I hear on Patreon, Jay runs a stream where he just chugs Mountain Dew and burps for 40 minutes straight.
Not far off.
Yep.
The Rybot, you can't just go around saying that you pay money to give things blowies.
Why not? Sounds like you're no fun.
Mm-hmm. Under pressure, I've been painting Space Marines for years, and I'm thinking about getting into orcs. What box should I buy to get into some orc models? I would say get the classic Orc Boys box. Not the new one, the old one.
Boys.
Zach, that stream is the highlight of my week, not gonna lie.
Woo! It is fun. It gets pretty wild. Jason M, for the 50-second models memories, you should burp the how.
Little behind the scenes. We film those early in the morning, and so usually I'm running on fumes. Not a big breakfast person. I usually feel a little nauseous when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at these minis, you probably think the pigments look bad, or the orange pigment on the weapon looks real bad. Looks like I took an orange highlighter to them, but that's exactly what it should be. because now I'm going to take a
supposed to
wet
look
paintbrush and I'm going to rub off some of the pigments. And so they
Whoa.
should stay kind of trapped in the areas I put them, but it's gonna kind of wipe away from the raised air, or from like panels, and stick in the recesses. And it should give it a much more subtle look.
Oh god, what's happening? Ah. What a world.
And I'm gonna do this once, and I'm gonna check it, and if it's still not exactly how I wanted it, I can always just go back and use more water and rub off more paint. Rubbing off the paint is different from giving it a blowy.
You do that with your hands, but it's still kind of a job.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, in lieu of a visit to a hobby store, the EOB Patreon stream is a welcome replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I used to hang out at the Warhammer store a bunch. And the streams replicate the experience nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, though. Oh, yeah. I just want to remind everybody that we're going to have a time change soon. And so if you live in a country that doesn't do that, which most don't, or if you live in a state which doesn't do that, which some don't, then we're going to be jumping an hour ahead. So make sure you double check your times, folks, if you want to join these streams again. George Gazzardo, the actual difference between a rubby and a blowy is about $100. Is that how much you're charging for that kind of work on your models? Are you undercharging?
That's kind of the going rate. It's a little generous, but it's not out of the realm.
Zach, I used to be set up at my Games Workshop for a whole day back in the before times. Oh, the before times. Brick in the head. Praise be the farmers who keep us on daylight savings, which literally kills people every year. Okay, that is true. I'm excited for it though, because the sun keeps waking me up every day. It's like really early, because now it's like the sun starts rising at like 6. So then it'll start doing it at 7, and that's perfect. Much better. And I'm a farmer now too, so I like it. And I'm gonna lobby Congress to keep it in, even though it's not Congress's job.
New World Empire. Actually, farmers hate it too.
I'm a farmer. I love it.
Zach, the store manager used to order sushi, and we'd all hang out and paint, and he'd easily make back the price of sushi and air freshener. Wow, really? That seems super, super nice. Yeah, if you have a cool store manager, you should support him. because it's a little rare. You know, sometimes you just get a manager who just doesn't care, which sometimes that can be fine. But a manager who's awesome, yeah, that's when things are great.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Jonathan Baker. Nick just says he's a farmer so he can cruise for dates on Farmers Only.
Hell yeah, with all your guys' moms. I don't know if you know this, but all of your moms are farmers.
Farmers Only is a crazy service.
Yeah, crazy awesome. I like it.
Like, do you have to like enter in your acreage?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Like, what if you're a farmer of
I'm
small
all for it.
things? Like, what if you grow like, you know, live bait or something?
Well, that's not the only thing that's small. That's what I could say about that.
Is there like, I wonder if there's like little like inside things in the farmer community, like, oh, he's an asparagus farmer.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee.
Zach, Nick's sowing his wild oats on Farmers Only.
Exactly. $13.13s. Yeah, baby. How big is your farm? I got a big farm. Jonathan Baker. Don't date asparagus farmers. Guaranteed their pee stinks.
That's a good point.
Very, very true.
Yeah, you only want to date somebody with fresh smelling pee.
Yeah,
You know, pro tip.
that's my motto. Yeah. New World Empire. My farm's so big I got hoes in different area codes.
Oh my goodness, we started with do jokes and we're ending with farmer jokes. I love it.
Yep. And there was some burps in there.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky bet. Hashtag Stardew Valley.
That, you know what? That'd be a great gag on Farmers Only. It's like, yeah, I got a nice little farm in Stardew Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I grow starfruit and void chickens.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
$13.13s. Peach farmers get all the chicks.
I mean, they're a peach. What can I say?
Christian Raza, have you ever heard of bolt action games? Their order dice and random turn is very interesting, and I wonder if it could be implemented into 40k. I've heard of bolt action. I don't know too much about it. It's a historical.
I've heard it's for nerds.
Yeah. So we'll never touch it.
That's. Yep. Michael Jorgensen. I have a jerky farm. Beef? Wow. Yeah, I would love to know how they decide who's a farmer and who isn't a farmer. That would be a good question.
You know, you gotta weed out the city slickers.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, it's the intro questions are like, so what are the proper steps to milking a cow? How you pluck a chicken?
What are you doing to your chicken?
You pluck a chicken. You gotta get the feathers off.
Oh, is that kind of quick? Brick in the head. How do farmers flirt? Probably in the dirt. That's what I would say. I don't know.
Probably just a little bit more metallic.
You're metallic. Yeah, you heard me.
Jason M, I'm counting through my Tyranids and I'm finding stuff I forgot I had.
Oh yeah, that's a big problem with these games.
Like, I like to think it's kind of like how with squirrels, their brains actually expand in the fall when they're hiding all their nuts, and then it shrinks when they go and they dig up all their nuts. And I like to think that my brain has swelled with trying to keep track of every single model, and then I can't wait for it to contract, and then I become dumb.
No, you're that too.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those.
Yeah, well, it only
Yeah.
expands of a knowledge of 23 Orc Knobs, 61 Necron Warriors, 12 with Gas Reapers. Like, it's not information.
Right. Yeah. Zach, Termagants and new Combat Patrol need to be refreshed.
They won't be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Do they need to be?
they're okay. I feel like the Hormagons probably needed a little more just because they're so tricky to
Yeah.
fit on bases. Although maybe if they just came supplied with slotted 32s instead of 25s, that would help a lot. I think Termagants are mostly all right. They're a little old, but they still get the job done.
They still term their gaunts.
Mm-hmm. Termy gaunts.
Exactly. Love a gaunt. Gaunt's ghosts.
Haven't read it yet. And you know what? I'm not that interested in the Imperial Guard.
What?
I've heard it's a good book series, but maybe one day.
Why do you hate everything? I thought you liked Warhammer.
It's actually my least favorite.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
We got him.
I only
We
like
got him,
Battlestar Galactica.
Wow.
The secret has finally
We're
been
learning
revealed.
so much.
The channel's shutting down. I only like Cylon Raiders. And the woman in the red dress. It's the only things I know about the Battlestar Galactica. Obviously not. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, why are you lying?
Evil Eyeball, I have 6 Termagants, and yeah, I agree, they get the job done. I think I have some Termagants, and what I like to do is I like to use a little heat and bend their tails. So that, because I think all of their tails are pointed perfectly out straight, and I think it looks better, and especially in a big group, to have all the tails kind of wagging. Like puppies.
Wagon wheels?
Wagon wheels are a big turn on farmersonly.com.
Better believe it. Wagon wheels.
Harvey McGill, EOBG, Eons of Battlestar Galactica, yeah!
Nailed it.
Dr. Adventure, I think most of the Tyranid models look pretty good. Gene Stealers and Lictors are the only ones I think that are pretty desperate for an update. Yeah, definitely. Like the Lictors, they look all right, but they're resin. Ugh. They're also big models. It's a lot of fragile resin. And yeah, the Gene Stealers are weird. We've had 2 different plastic Gene Stealers come out since those plastic Gene Stealers in the Space Hulk and not Lost Patrol, in the Underground. What's the
Death Watch
Death Watch
Overkill?
Overkill. Death Watch Overkill. That came with new plastic Gene Stealers that are very nice. So yeah, they should just make them.
Make them.
Sean, wagon wheels and cow skulls get them every time.
Yeah, they do.
When I used to be a warehouse associate at Steinhoffels, we had one section of the store that was best job ever. We had one section of the store that was the rustic look, and there was like cow hides and leather sofas and like a coffee table that had wagon wheels, and nobody ever bought that stuff.
Yeah, I could tell you that. Yeah, I kind of think of the
I
same
saw
thing
everything
with,
that came and went through the store. No one ever bought it.
I kind of think the same thing about Hobby Lobby. They have kind of weird rustic stuff like that. I bet none of that sells.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's into modern now, which is better.
Yeah.
Although I do like wood. Wood
I
looks
do
nice.
like wood too. In all flavors, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, hardwood, morning wood, all flavors.
Exactly. Yeah, morning wood from Terraria, right?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez. You know, I feel like this is one of our silliest streams in a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Monitor. Nice orcs. I like your orcs. I want your orcs.
Yeah.
Love a good orc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and speaking of orcs, it is 10 o'clock. And so we're going to be switching over to our Patreon-only stream after we take a little pee break. But we had 3 videos out this week. Make sure you go watch all those videos. We also have a Patreon-exclusive episode coming out tomorrow, where we're going to be going through our Patreon members' models and critiquing them. That's going to be a fun video up on the Patreon. And we got our Patreon-only live stream happening in just a few minutes. So it's almost like everyone should join the Patreon.
Yeah. Also on Monday, I'll be painting new models because these orcs are finished.
Yeah. Exactly. And who picks which models are on the stream?
Why, that would be our supporters over on Patreon. They get to decide what they want to see me paint.
Jeez. It kind of sounds like you get like a lot.
Yeah, you really do.
You join the Patreon.
Yeah, fully loaded with features.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. And
got like a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, on that note.
All right, everybody. Except for the patrons, good night.
Good night.